welcome back to my channel. Today I have a new makeup tutorial for you. This is the look here and I absolutely love it. It's just a super fun holiday inspired tutorial. I actually use a ton of different stuff in this tutorial, you guys. Mainly on the eyes I use the Nubian 2 palette from Juvias Place. I've been meaning to try this out. Stunning. So I just wanted to do a nice holiday look. I really love this look. I think it's super fun and so holiday. So if you guys want to see how to get this, just keep watching. Also, don't forget to follow me on Snapchat, Twitter, or Instagram. They'll be linked down below. So I'm first starting out with my Too Faced Shadow Insurance, and I'm just going to prep my lid with this, give it a nice little tacky base to hold our shadow and all that. I'm also going to take some of my Benefit Cosmetics Highbrow Pencil, and I'm going to use this right underneath my brow to brighten up this little inner area. Okay guys, so just blend this in. I'm going to feed my cat and we'll be right back. For shadow palette, I want to use the Nubian 2 by Juvias Place. But first I need just a plain, like matte, light, white, creamy shade to prep my lid. And there's none in the Juvias Place Nubian 2 palette. So I'm taking this Tarte palette here. This is Tarte Lit in Bloom with my Sigma Tapered E40. And I'm just going to blend this into the lid so it prevents any creasing and just kind of locks everything down. I'm then going to dip my brush into Madagascar here, the same brush too. And of course I'm going to start focusing this right in the crease first as our transition shade. Oh, this is pretty, but I'm pleasantly surprised with the tone of it. I thought it was going to be just a little bit more of a chocolatey brown, but it is one of those really nice unique browns that you could use for a transition, like a tan. So I just like to focus it here and work it in. I like how that's going. Oh, sorry, it's my ginger ale. I told you I'm sick. Oh, boy, I love you so. Never gonna let you go. Once I get my hands up. What's going on? Why does ginger ale help you when you're sick? I don't get it. I wanted Sprite so bad, and Alok was like, nope, you're getting ginger ale. And I was like, mother. I'm then gonna go into Jezebel here. From there, I'm gonna take that and add that into the crease right underneath that shade we just laid down. This is the F63 airbrush like blender, and I'm just kind of focusing this right here and marrying it into the crease. I am no joke petting a cat with one hand right now. This hand is petting my fuzzy cat and the other hand is blending my eye. Cat mom life. And then just taking my tapered E40 brush again, and I'm going to run that over everything to smooth over, blend in, marry the shades, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to take this flat shader brush. It's the Sigma Soft Focus E52, and I'll spritz it with my Urban Decay setting spray. And I want to go into Zuri. I'm going to press this on the lid, of course, underneath that crease. Just packing that right in there, right in the front of my eyelid. I'm not taking it. Sometimes I like to go all the way to the back, but this time, no. We're staying right up here, fam, right in the front socket. That's why I like using this bigger shadow brush, because it kind of just stays right in that shape where you want it, just right in this little area. I like this makeup. Next, I'm going to take my Sigma Beauty Lineace Legend Liquid Liner, and as per usual, I'm going to try not to go too overboard, but you guys know how that works out. And then for mascara, I'm going to take some Better Than Sex by Too Faced. I was reading some rather questionable stories last night about, I don't remember what they're called, but I found a whole community of women and people who believe they have, you know, babies and children living on spaceships in the sky with the aliens, because the aliens come down and, you know, get them pregnant and stuff, and then harvest their babies and eggs up there in the old spacecrafts. And so, you know, I was just reading about that last night, and I was like, what if it's true? I don't know. Who am I to judge? Could you imagine, though, having like an alien's baby? I might not even do lashes because the Too Faced Better Than Sex is working so good. Next, I'm going to prime my face with the Kat Von D Lock-It Primer. It is a hydrating primer. It's been a little while since I used this. Maybe a month or two. Maybe a month. I don't know. So just prepping my skin with this. I even like to take my primers right underneath my eye after I do my shadow, and I find that it just cleans up my shadow really quickly because I'm lazy. That way I don't have to waste tissue, paper towels, another makeup remover. you know, don't want to waste them. I'm trying to reduce my carbon footprint lately. Well, it's not that I've been trying lately, I'm really starting to think, holy shit, I really gotta do that. I'm just pressing that into my skin so it's nice and prepped. I really like this primer. It feels, you know, somewhat like a moisturizer, somewhat like a serum. And then for foundation, I wore this weekend and I really loved it. It's a little light on me, but what can you do? This is the BECCA Ever Matte Shine Proof Foundation in the shade Buttercup. So I'm gonna get some of that on the back of my hand and then I'm gonna use that with my beauty blender. I've been in a beauty blender mood this week. I'm gonna stipple that all over my face. It dries really quickly. It is super duper matte, but I love how it just feels very lightweight to me. It doesn't feel that heavy. And working it a little bit down the neck just in case it doesn't match. And of course need a little concealer, so I'm going to take the NARS Custard concealer. Well, that's the shade. It's not the concealer. Oh, Radiant Creamy Concealer in the shade Custard. And I just like to take a few little swipes underneath like that. And then I also like to take my Kat Von D Lock-It Concealer in the shade Whiteout. And in between, just like that, I like to add a little patch of it so it really helps to brighten everything up. I really love these two little concealers mixed together. Little concealers, they're normal size concealers. But yeah, I really like them together, so I then just take my beauty blender and blend. And sometimes I'll even just do one more little like bloop bloop, like little triangles there. And I'm gonna add one on the chin, a little cupid's bow, a little nose play. Let's do a little brightening there. Also from Kat Von D, I'm gonna take the Lock-It powder. And I'm actually gonna use it underneath my eyes to lock and set that in. And then a little on the chin. Yeah, all of those areas that we were just in. I'm gonna let that bake for just a few little minutes, like the normal 60-second sized minutes, but just not as many of them. This is the All Day Luminous Powder Foundation in the shade Deauville, light number 4. So I'm gonna take that with my Sigma Large Powder F30. Always my favorite for applying foundation powder because in my opinion it keeps it pretty light. I like to get it on there and then kind of tap it like this, and I like all the foundation powder to kind of fall into my brush. I don't know what I'm saying, I'm just saying. I think it keeps it from caking up in one area and helps it to kind of distribute it all over the face instead of just like dipping it really hardcore in the powder and then going bop bop bop. You know what I mean? You might get like a heavy powder there. I like to like flick it, make sure all the powder's settling, kind of loosening up. So I'm not about to go, you know, cake town on myself, which I don't really care. I love a cake face, but you know. I'm then also going to take from the Kat Von D Shade Plus Light palette. This is a refill, but mine ran out. I'm going to take Lucid, which is just this light peachy creamy shade, with my Tapered Highlighter F35 brush from Sigma. Just going to get that, a little bit of it on the brush there. People always say I go so hard like when I'm knocking the product off of my brush, so I'm trying to do it more gently. People are always like, oh my gosh, like that shadow cannot handle SHAE's aggressiveness, and I'm like, oh, am I that aggressive? I've never noticed. But apparently I'm really aggressive, so, you know. And I'm just gonna use that to buff off that translucent powder. And then a little in between the forehead, or in the middle, to brighten that up. And then for bronzer, I'm going to take MAC Cosmetics DELPHIC Extra Dimension Bronzer with my Sigma Beauty Large Angled Contour F40, but this is like a little small one that came in like the Paris palette a while ago. A while ago. And I'm going to first just work that back here to add a little dimension and a little just, you know, I don't know what that is, before I add the contour in. Gosh, I like this bomber jacket, but it's like every time I move it like makes funny noises, so sorry if that's been annoying you. And then of course I'm gonna of course I'm gonna work it and circle it up onto this temple area so I can take care of that. I also just want to take the BECCA Cosmetics Multitasking Perfecting Powder in the shade Tan. And sometimes I really just like taking it with the Tapered E40 from Sigma. It's very pigmented, so I just like to get like a little bit. And then I'm just going to take my NARS powder with my Beauty Blender again, and I just like to kind of bounce it on there and press it underneath that contour, and that will just seal everything and make it nice and crisp. For blush, I'm first going to take a Makeup Geek X's and O's. Nope, I think it's just XOXO. XOXO Gossip Girl. Ah! It's very pigmented though. Every time it hits my carpet, it stains it. Is this clean? Yes. My Sigma F10 blush brush. Super pigmented. I'll work that in the cheeks. I'm going to take some Colourpop Cosmetics. This is called Call Me Gel Liner. And I'm going to use that on my waterline. Love Call Me. Is that not like beautiful? I love it, love it, love it on the waterline. Stings a little, sure, but NBD. I'm going to take this little smudgy brush and start smudging in so that it looks nice and seamless. I'm also going to take a little bit of that Jezebel shade again to set it in. Well, maybe a little Layla. Layla looks pretty. Going into a little Layla. I'm going to rub that right on top. And then for the bottom lashes, I'm going to take a little bit of, oh no, I'll just keep using what I was using. My Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. Then going into my Fiona Styles little sheer sculpting palette in the shade Light Medium. I like to use this for my nose contour, so I kind of gravitate between these two shades. Just going to add that in here. Okay, now I really want to take one of these little MAC glitters. I think I'm going to take the gold because I just love it so much. I'm taking a little bit of this pigment. This is gold glitter. Yeah, not pigment, glitter by MAC Cosmetics from the little holiday collection. I always love the minis, they're so cute. Okay, I need my lash glue. So I'm going to take my Violet Voss lash glue. I'm going to put it on the back of my hand because I kind of like to work back and forth with my glitter and glue and all that instead of just kind of like plopping the glue everywhere and then like praying to Jesus, going in, throwing the glitter. I'm going to take my Sigma Winged Liner EO6, but it's just a very tiny little angled brush, which I love. I think I kind of just want to add it right in the center. Okay, and then I'm just going to really quick dip a brush. And I'm just bouncing it on top. Oh, I miss glitter. I can't remember the last time I wore some glitter. For highlighter, I kind of want to try Golden Dawn, and I'll mix it with a little bit of White Sand because it might be a little dark on me. I'm not sure, but I feel like this look, you know, kind of calls for that goldy vibe. That is so gold and pretty. Oh, alien hybrids. That's what they're called. My friend just texted me about them too. Yeah, we just found some alien hybrid babies on the internet, so, you know. If you believe you are an alien hybrid baby, say what's up. I'd love to hear your story. And then right up here, above the Cupid's bow situation. And then let's also go down the nose. Since this is a holiday look, I'm going to kick it up one more time. I'm going to take a little Benefit High Beam, get out my fingers, and I'm going to add it on my inner corners. And then I'm going to set my face with my Urban Decay All Nighter. For my lips, lastly, I'm going to concoct a few little things here. So this is the MAC Cosmetics Be Spoken For Pro Longwear Lip Pencil. This is a Dose of Colors. I've never used Dose of Colors before. I'm so excited. I got a ton on Black Friday. So if you have not seen that video up yet, I do have a Dose of Colors live swatching video coming. So excited about that. So this is actually my first time trying Dose of Colors. This is the shade Merlot, and it just like speaks to me on a whole new level. So I'm going to start lining my lips first. And then on top of that Merlot, I don't know why I went with such a dark lip liner. I just got it, so I wanted to try it. I don't know. It's probably stupid. Okay, now let's take our hair out of this dirty little nasty clip. Our Alright fam, that is it for this holiday look. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please don't forget to subscribe and give me a thumbs up. It helps my channel so much. I'm not just saying that, you guys. I really do appreciate all the new shea butters that have joined my fam lately. And of course, I appreciate all the shea butters that have been here through the beginning. I hope you like this makeup. And of course, if you guys do this makeup, if you try it out, if you recreate it or do something, tag me in your makeup looks. I love seeing them. You can tag me on Instagram at ThatGirlShaeXo or use hashtag ThatGirlShaeXo. I love seeing your guys' stuff. Don't forget to follow me on Snapchat, Twitter, or Instagram. I love you guys, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye!